What's up, everybody? Hope you guys are doing well. Clint here, excited for you all to be joining me tonight on another Magdump Monday live stream. Let me know how you guys are all doing. Of course, I do have an announcement. It's something that Kels and I have been working on pretty diligently, mostly her. And so big shout out to the future Mrs. Magdump Morgan, who had her hand in quite a bit of fun stuff that I'll be showing off here in just a moment. I think I'm kind of giving it away, though, just a little bit. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Really quick, before I hit off tonight's announcement, I actually want to talk about something relatively serious. You guys saw the entire FBI, like, thwarting some sort of election day terror plot, right? And something I've been thinking about, if you've been listening to like the Sean Ryan Show podcast, you've been listening to just kind of looking at what's going on, you probably have an understanding that, yeah, we got some serious things to be worried about, I guess you could say. If there's another major terror attack in this country, I don't think it would be anything less than a 9/11 atrocity, if you will. And I think Election Day would be an excellent time for mass casualty, multiple locations throughout the United States on a day that we're exercising our right to vote, which, if we know lots of different places don't really care for that. Get what I'm saying here? And so I just want you guys to, obviously exercise your right to vote, but keep your head on a swivel. If your state allows for early voting, probably a safe way of going about it. I think that's just a smart thing to do. Anyway, I'm going to pop something up really quick. This QR code that this showed up. But you guys go ahead and scan that and tell me where it sends you. You are the first to know. I've got a video scheduled to be dropping tonight at midnight that's going to be saying, hey, the Magdump merch store is now available. It's now open. All right. So cheers to all of you guys that have made this possible. All of you guys that have been requesting merchandise like hats. The stuff you see here, I'm starting small, but I'm planning to add inventory and things like that. And I want to hear from you all, everybody that's on this live stream. And just before you guys go any further, I'm not announcing this anywhere else. Hint, hint, like you couldn't probably guess this one. Discount code Magdump. All right, discount code Magdump will get you 10% off everything on the site, the whole order. So no restrictions. Y'all have fun. I don't have huge quantities of stuff. I'm just starting out. All right, so bear with me. Appreciate you all so much. Okay. Anyway, magdumpmerch.store. And I'm also opening up the Patreon too, which I'm going to have some pretty cool benefits. I can talk about that at a later time once I really start pushing that a little bit more. But really the big announcement is you guys have been asking for merchandise. You've been asking for hats. You've been asking for patches and stickers and these fun little mugs that Kels designed. And of course my shirt, my t-shirt, if I was actually if I was actually thinking I'd be wearing this shirt, but cluck around and find out what would Chanticleer do. All that is available. And so, yeah, you can scan the little QR code that you see at the, how does this work? If I point like, yeah, that's it right there, right? So there you go. You can scan that little QR code to take you to magdumpmerch.store. Once YouTube approves all the products too, you'll be able to find it right on the YouTube channel as well. And again, cheers to all of you guys. Thank you so much for making it all possible. Thank you for the support. Y'all are the best. All right. Sipping on my Offerman Lagavulin. This one's aged in rum casks, which is pretty cool. Okay. So there you go. Let me get on over to the comments really quick. I wasn't planning on doing anything too long tonight. So I just wanted to make this announcement to all of you that tune in on the live streams, give you the discount code, make it available to you. And again, big thanks to all of you. And I agree, Country Bear Assassin, it's a good day for a live stream. What's up with you? Thanks for being a member. Ripped 407, thank you. No special guest as of right now. I might change that at some point with the live stream. Might have, somebody on here. But if you're in the New Hampshire area, next month, November, I'll be doing another Coffee with Clint out at Monadnock Firearms, which I'm pretty excited about because I will have a special guest with me. All right, so that'll be fun. Yeah, the special Monadnock Shootist. Thank you for being a member as well. Appreciate you, Tanner, as well. But you guys are funny. But yeah, and that's right. MRAL America. Whoa, an announcement. Yay. Yeah, my fiance has been working her fine ass off, trying to get the store up and running. And I have pretty much one employee, and that's her. And she keeps me straight, that's for sure. You know what I mean, right? But yeah, there you have it. Also, Froyo Mama, SIG sucks, but I still carry the P365. All right. Whatever you say, man. Let's see here. SIG, those things go off. When you want them to. Yeah. Come on with it. I'm here. I told you. The Monadnock Shooters, you're the closest one to him. You should crash his live stream every week. That would be kind of funny. I just wouldn't recommend showing up unannounced. That's all. Let's see here. Keith, going to miss the beginning, but we'll be here later. Appreciate it, Keith. Thank you, man. And Sean, what's up with you? Hope you're doing well. Greg Bishop, thank you so much for being a member as well. Monday is Magdump Monday for sure. Scott, good to see you. Gio, what's going on with you, man? We've got X marks the spot. What's going on, everybody? We've also got Eagle Claw 6 from Western Kentucky. That is awesome. Good stuff. All right. We've got Chris up in here. Thank you for being a member as well. So I hope you guys are enjoying the site. Let me know if the site's working well for everybody. Should be. And man, I can't help but thank you guys so much. Also on the site has the video that hasn't dropped yet until midnight tonight. But anyway, want to see. Thank you, Joker 510714. Appreciate the super chat. Thoughts on the GBRS mount for an AR pistol 300 blackout. So the GBRS mount, for a 300 blackout pistol, if you're running night vision, seems like probably the way to go. It keeps a lot of the weight closer to the rear of the gun, more centered, so it's not as much fatigue on that support arm. Way out here, if you've got a PEC or something like that you're running, I get it. Some people think it's a little over the top. See what I did there? But I will say I think it does have a practical use for certain applications. We also all remember that one cop pulled up to an active shooting. Dude was, shooting at cops. The officer rolls up on scene, puts his coffee in his cup holder, just cool presence of mind, opens up his door, goes to the back of his car, opens up the trunk, pulls out his AR with the GBRS mount, 182-yard shot with a red dot, pop, threat neutralized, target down, whatever the hell he said. It was baller as fuck. I mean, it was just one shot, done. The dude trains. And that's what really is the point that I'm stretching here. If you're utilizing whatever the product might be in a practical application and you train with it, then you're going to have the leverage compared to somebody who might not train with it. So as far as my thoughts on the GBRS mount for an AR pistol 300 blackout, if it's going to be something you're shooting suppressed night vision, suppressed doesn't really matter, I guess, but it's a 300 blackout pistol, so yes. But with night vision, yeah, solid setup. Eli, good to see you, man. This Eli here was the first member for the YouTube channel. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Good evening, sir. Picked up a 365 XL. Love it. And I knew you would. I knew you wouldn't go wrong with the 365 XL. Appreciate you, Eli. Thank you so much. And thank you guys for all being here. I'm an Adnock Shootist. Thanks, dude. By the way, I might refund you shipping because I'll probably just hand deliver that. You're welcome. All right. Jake Boxer, Magdump tattoo. No. I don't think I'd get my logo tattooed on me, but if one of you got my logo tattooed on you, I'd have serious questions about your mental state. I might give you a free hat. Okay, there you go. Oh, Phil's coming in with a pretty spicy question. Wish I was back at Classic Firearms. Let me just put it bluntly. No. All right. No, I do not. Classic, like I said, have nothing but love and appreciation for the company. And I will always give huge thanks for them pretty much opening the door, allowing me to exercise my Pro 2A voice on their platform, allow me to get into this industry, allow me to kind of grow my presence and get an understanding of this industry. And no, I do not wish I was back at Classic. Sure, do they have 1.5 million subscribers? Yeah, absolutely. And I'd like to say that I helped get them there. Not all the way there, of course. But yeah, you know, I miss sometimes working with some of the people there. But at the end of the day, wait, are you asking me if I wish I was back at CF, or are you making a statement that you wish I was back at CF? Clarification needed. Anyway, you guys have my answer about the question, if that's what it was, directed at me. All right. So there you have it. Speaking of which, there's another Classic Firearms statement from Topper Harley. Classic Firearms has been a legitimate dumpster fire since Clint left. They're floundering hard for material. I'm waiting for the 5 best guns for saluting at a YouTube channel's funeral. Yikes. Well, I mean, if that's how you feel about it, you know, I think at the end of the day, I've stated this before too, that Classic, you know, is a channel that is just constantly evolving. Ben started it, and we moved from, once I became a little bit more integrated into the channel and not just the guy behind the scenes, you know, making the warehouse work somewhat okay. We started off with pretty much using YouTube as commercial marketing. Obviously, policies started to evolve, so we needed to evolve our content. Then they, you know, Classic proper wanted to kind of just change the direction of things. And so they brought Ryan on board, who's the primary videographer, content creator, design, whatever you want to call him, content scheduler, maybe? I don't know. He does a lot more than just stand behind the camera. And he and I really started knocking out a bunch of videos when COVID hit. And we decided, let's go ahead and just put a video out every single day and record from my garage, because from where I was living at that point in time. Because, you know, people are working from home. Well, we're working from home, and people are probably bored. So maybe they want to see gun content. And we put up 860 videos consecutively every single day for 860 days. And that's why I have gray hair. But at the end of it all, I do believe that it's just the evolution of the channel. So it went from Ben selling surplus to unboxings to reviews to content creation to top 5s to top 5 fights to Clint leaving and Kaya being over there and Jason, and I think Aaron's still probably over there doing some stuff. So, you know, that's just that. It's just an evolution of a channel, and we'll see where they're at 10 years from now. I suspect 10 years from now, you're still going to find me right here. This is my channel, by the way, so I don't expect to ever leave it. But yeah, there you go. Let's get back on over here. I saw a couple more super chats come through. Thank you guys so much. Did I get a Cluck Norris bird yet? I've got Chanticleer. He is my rooster. Named after Chanticleer from the animated movie Rockadoodle, which if you've ever seen it, it's a fun movie. And actually my fiance Kelsey introduced me to that one too. But that's where the shirt came from. If you look on the website, if you look on today's thumbnail, you'll see me holding the rooster in my What Would Chanticleer, cluck around and find out, you know, what would Chanticleer do shirt, you know? So there you go. But appreciate you, Jake Boxer, for the membership and the super chat. Thank you. J954, what's up, dude? What's up, Clint? Did you get in trouble for not being ready for dinner? When can I buy a hat? I sent in a Blast Your build to just now. Stay frosty. That's awesome. I don't think I'll be getting into any Blast Your blasters tonight because I seem to lose track of time and all that. And so we're going to keep this one relatively short. But I think the next live stream will go probably a little bit longer, all right? And have some fun there. But yeah. Well, dinner is ready, but you know, maybe one of the reasons I might be ending a little early tonight. Oh man. Let's see here. Oh, and just to let you guys know too, like I said, the QR code sitting right up there will take you to the magdumpmerch.store website. And yes, we are going to have more product coming. You guys know I love coffee cup, stuff like that. Kels is actually sending me some merchandise to show you guys that might be upcoming, but I don't know if I'll be able to do it like yeah, I can make this happen. Kels, whatever you do here in the next minute or two, don't send anything that you wouldn't want somebody to see on text messages. Or do, you know. Let's see if I can find... There we go. And yeah, I'll let you guys assume who I've been texting too. There you have it. All right, so a couple of other things that we're looking at adding to the site. And I want to hear from you guys, legitimately. I want to hear what kind of stuff do you guys look forward to or would like to see. I am trying to figure out how to hide this comment now. There we go. So you guys can see everything, sneak peeks to show people. So a lot of you have asked what that jacket is that I like to wear in some of my videos that have, like, you know, the Velcro on either side. That's a similar type of jacket that I'm looking at adding to the store. I like the campfire mugs, by the way, ceramic mugs, so you can throw them in the microwave if your stuff gets cold. But I like it, obviously, with my logo design. It's my logo. Of course, I'm going to like it. But I also thought about having the Live Free design that shows up for you guys. The Live Free design also on a mug or something like that. Let me know what you guys think. And then the beanie up top also. The American flag beanie. I mean, you guys just tell me what... Yeah, sneak peek. She corrected herself. Peek. Where'd it go? Go back to showing it or something. Yeah, there it is. Sneak peek. She wanted that to be corrected. And yeah, you guys can tell Black Rambo hi, all right? He and I were talking about something kind of cool a little bit earlier. And yeah, there you go. But yeah, so thank you guys again for supporting the channel, making all this happen. And yeah, if you like the store, great. I hope you guys do. But comment down below, what kind of stuff do you guys want to see? The beanie is cool, but I live in South Florida, so wear it inside when you turn the air conditioning on too high. All right. So on full blast, there you go. A simple hoodie with the CM logo would be dope. And that's something Kels is working on. Actually, Kels, if you're watching, can you send that hoodie design that you were watching or making up? Because I want to hear from you guys. There was like a gray torso with black arms, and she said maybe the white logo would look good there, but I thought maybe a black logo to match the black arms, but the white might pop a little bit more. I don't know. You guys tell me. Like I said, this is the fun stuff for me, talking with you guys, legitimately getting input from you all, the people that matter here. So you guys tell me, all right? And a hoodie for the Northeast would be sweet. It gets cold up here. I have since found out it does indeed get cold up here. All right. Could use a Clint patch for my patch wall. Well, all right. I got plenty of patches. I could do a patch giveaway real quick, you know? I could do a patch giveaway. Also, yeah, I can give away these two that are sitting right here. I don't know. I think that'd be kind of fun. You know, you guys like free shit. You know, who doesn't like free shit, right? So, yeah, we can do that here in just a minute. All right. Let me see. Oh, and Rent said you never got notified. Well, make sure you hit that little notification bell on YouTube if that's where you're at. We are streaming to Facebook and Twitch and Twitter and Rumble as well. So you guys just, yeah, hit those little notification ones. Zip up hoodies, option 2, hate pullovers. All right, that's a good one to know. So, yeah, zip up hoodies would be good. All right. James is saying, hey, what's up, dude? Need a Magdump Militia thick warm pullover hoodie. Also, I got your 6 on the sleeves. I like your tat. That's actually pretty solid. I like it. I like it. That's a good idea too. Rob's getting ahead of the game for for the patch giveaway. He's saying 69 for the guess your number. That's not what I'm going to do though. I'm not going to tell you guys, I'm not going to do a guess your number tonight. That I've killed that now, right? I'm going to do a guess your something else. But when we get there, we'll get there. All right. Also, for the Patreon, that's something new I'll be doing also. And you guys bear with me on this, all right? All the orders, if you guys are placing orders, it's great. If not, that sucks for me. But if you are placing orders, expect your order to ship at least by the end of the week, or at most by the end of the week. I'm going to try to get them out as soon as possible. So you guys, you know, I'm not Amazon over here. It is just me and my fiance, like I said, has been kicking ass doing all this stuff. So, you know, be patient with us. But there was a point I was going with this, and I saw JC's comment and got distracted. Appreciate it, bro. Oh man. But I don't know. Cheers, I'll have another. Oh, X marks the spot. Yeah, what are the plans for the FAL? So that little guy, I got the bayonet on there, which is, I think it's tight. I have a Rockwell jaw horse, and I legitimately have to put the bayonet in that jaw horse. It clamps it together, and then I pull it apart, and yeah, it's on there really tight. So once I get the bayonet back off of there, the original owner of that FAL, if you guys watched the Henry Long Ranger, this guy, if you guys watched that video that I put out recently, it was actually that guy's property. Ricardo, if you're watching, hey dude, that was his FAL, and he happened to be, you know, somebody that watches my channel for some reason. And he reached out and said, hey, dude, I got a couple of extra parts if you'd like them. And so he gave me the adjustable plug for, or the piston for shooting suppressed. So I've got the thread adapter. I will be suppressing it because who doesn't want to see a suppressed FAL? You know what I'm saying? I would like to kind of kit it out as like a tactical 308, you know, AR-10 killer type of thing. So that freaking bitch. Anyway, So, yeah, that's what I kind of plan on doing with it soon. Making like a tactical little thing, all right? Okay, so for the hoodie design, just so you guys can kind of see this really quick, because, yeah, zip up is the way to go. So, Kels, if you're watching, she is watching because she's sending me stuff. Zip up hoodie would be a good option, too. I do second that. But let me go ahead and show you guys that really quick. 1 second. Just want to get everything pulled up over here so you guys can see it all. Hello, where the hell am I? There we go. Yeah, so this is the hoodie and something like that, you know, with the logo. Oh, I just realized those are camouflage sleeves. That's fun. But yeah, there will be more. This is smaller and higher up is what she says. But oh, I see what you're saying. But yeah, you guys tell me, you know, what do you think? I like it. It could be pretty fun, you know? So, yeah. But, yeah, I agree, too. I think a zip-up design should be out there, too. And I honestly cannot thank you guys enough. Like, y'all are wanting to support me, support the channel, support the family, rock my logo out there, and that means the world to me. I greatly appreciate it. And I've got some cool stuff, too. I'm collaborating with some other companies coming up in the future. Hopefully some, like, fingers crossed, something really cool to announce at SHOT Show. So I will be there. I'm obviously, we haven't formally announced it yet, but I will be hosting the Gundies again. And, you know, so there's some cool things coming up. If you notice on the website too, You know, upcoming events that I'll be attending, stuff like that. I think the next one I'll be at is CanCon down in South Carolina, which is that second week of November. So yeah, if you guys are ever out and about, I will definitely have on hand some swag and stuff. So you know, throw a rock at me or something, not literally. Get my attention, say, hey, bro, you said if I ever ran into you, you give me a hat. And if I ran out of a hat, you know, hats, I'm sorry, you know, but I'll give you a high five at least. But there you go. Oh, man. Appreciate you guys. Again, all of y'all so much. Let's see here. I want to get to J954 also sent in Willie Brown, Kamala Harris, that like button, y'all. Oh, my God. Oh, man. Appreciate it, dude. Pachurik, thank you for the super chat. Love the AR series. You need second cam, B-roll, or zoom for small stuff. Cleaning the lower BCG breakdown would look better if we could get see close up. Thanks. I'm trying, all right? I've got my setup that I'm working with here, not, you know, a $10,000 to $20,000 setup that, and also employees, you know, or a team that I was working with like before at Classic. It's just your boy and Kels who's doing a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. But stay tuned. That could all change, you know? So I feel like since the Monadnock Shootist is close by, you know, I'm not making enough money to pay anybody hardly. So, but if, you know, you'd like to shoot together, bro, you know, you can come help me film. Oh, man. Jake Boxer, favorite Prism site, red dots suck, astigmatism. I feel you, Trijicon ACOG. All right, there you have it. Pretty much said my piece on that. Obviously, there's different variants of the ACOG with different magnification. But let's be real, the Trijicon ACOG is like the primo prism. It also comes with that primo prism price tag. Swamp Fox makes the Raider, which is a pretty sweet little affordable prism. Primary Arms is a company that I don't have a lot of experience with, but I'm hoping to change that as well. But those are a couple that I would recommend. Obviously, I see Primary Arms advertised everywhere, and people seem to really stand by their product. Military Arms Channel, Grantham, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, there's that. I'm not sponsored by Primary Arms, so there you go. But like I said, I've heard good things. Okay. Thank you, Jake Boxer, for the super chat. Appreciate it, man. And this is what Kelsey keeps bringing up. Thank you, Cody, on Facebook. Branded PMags would be awesome. I think with a little live free design on a couple of PMags would be pretty sweet, especially if I had them like on 40 round PMags, because what is standard capacity? Maybe a couple of D60s, because who gives a shit, right? Yeah, I think that would be kind of fun. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. Anything in Tennessee orange, go Vols. That's funny. Oh, Chris is bringing up a solid point too, because this is the society in which we live. Tutorials on setting up unaliving drones is the future of home defense. We'll call them swarm drones or ballistic drones. What does Call of Duty call them? Just swarm, whatever? I don't know. My only thing is, though, like, I guess you can't have a breaking and entering if you don't have a threshold to break and enter to, because you've completely obliterated it utilizing explosives on a drone. You know what I'm saying? There, you also wouldn't have an intruder either, because poof. Know what I'm saying? So there you go. Oh, man. Let's see here. X marks the spot. Hell yeah, brother. Appreciate you, man. Rent Collector also brings up a solid point when it comes to like merch and stuff like that. I always like the option Hunter. Orange sweaters, hats, and tees with logos on them. Also, Rob, if you're reading this, would be a great idea for your store. Yeah, there you go. I think he and I both might start sporting something like that. That's pretty good. Let's see here. That suite with the camo would go with the white logo on that one. So white logo on the camo sleeves. like what was brought up before. Yeah. Okay, okay. Oh, thanks. Appreciate you guys. She's also letting us know that 12 orders already. Hey, y'all are really doing this for her. She worked so hard getting that site up, getting that store up, and she's absolutely stoked. And so I, again, can't help but thank you guys so much for just, again, your support and making it all possible. Y'all are the best. Am I going to have plus sizes? Yes, absolutely. Believe me, I know not everybody's, built like a man child. Okay. So there you go. Yeah. Oh, IFAC contents video, please. I'm not going to tell you what my next video is about, but it's about first aid. I have my dear friend Rich on the channel with me. He is a 30+ year paramedic and great guy. Don't make fun of his accent. He's, from Massachusetts. But he has such great information. And we go into all sorts of different things. And we talk about pretty much the first aid basics and some gear just to keep on hand basics, right? And we're going to get into a lot more of a deeper discussion about specifics, right? At some point. But, next time they come to visit, we'll probably record another video. But right here in the bunker, we go over some of what he really likes for what he's used on the job the most, or what he finds to be most convenient and available. And what's great too is everything he talks about, affordable. You can either find it reliably on Amazon or North American Rescue. And that's what's cool to me, because when you start talking first aid, medical, all that type of stuff, it gets hell of expensive. But yeah, so if you ask, I will bring it, or try to, or something. All right, that work? Cool. But yeah, that'll be coming very, very soon. But let's see here. I'd buy it. Appreciate it, Chris. Thank you. Let's keep on. Keith, finally home. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. Everybody raise a glass for Keith. Thanks for being here, man. And by the way, Iron Phoenix, I got Chris's order out last week. I got your shirt size. He won our last merch giveaway. I'll be sending yours out this week as well, with the same time I'm getting some of these orders out. All right, so stay tuned, buddy. Thanks, man. I appreciate you. And yes, you've had your eye on the Primary Arms 3X Prism scope for the Wasser. Nice. That's fun. Definitely check that out. And like I said, I've heard good things about Primary Arms, but I don't have any personal experience, right? So there you go. Let's see here. Cleaning video. Need lighting so we can see the grit better. And there was definitely grit. Funny enough, I do have lighting, but I probably should have actually spotlighted that. I'm going to be doing quite a few different cleaning videos to cover different platforms. The AR-10 series, when I start that and I open up the receiver of the AR-10, it's going to be obviously very similar to the AR-15, but bigger. So you'll be able to see these components and everything a lot more clear. I probably should have just done it with an AR-10 just to show everybody, but again, AR-15 I think was good to do that with. And big shout out to Otis as well, because they hooked your boy up with all sorts of awesome stuff. And I've been using Otis products for so freaking long, especially since I've been in the Marines, and I've been using their little, of course I don't have it now, but their cleaning kits that are issued to us, so that's all freaking awesome. And, yeah, let's see here. Oh, Rich is from New Jersey. Sorry, but he lives in Massachusetts, okay? Oh, man. Let's see here. Oh, talking about astigmatisms. This is good for people to know with them. Prisms with green. So I also utilize the Raider. My raw stick is sitting over there. I've got a green Raider on it, and it works really well. So I like that a lot. The Vortex 5X prism, if you want some more magnifications. There you go. Yeah, the Swamp Fox Raider. It's a good one. I like it. Rumble, snagged a hat. Love your content. Excited for the merch store. Congrats. Thank you. Appreciate that. Let's see here. Not sponsored yet. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, the mini ACOG is cool as shit. Yeah, the mini ACOG is super cool. There you go. You can find the merch. You can scan the QR code. I always forget. I'm pointing at my screen right here, but it's right there. You can scan the QR code or just head on over to magdumpmerch.store and you can find it there, all right? Keith said he'll take 10 PMags. Maybe one side I can get the CM logo, and the other side I'll do the Live Free design. You guys tell me. I could, where's my other mag? I had another mag. Oh, I could go full GOA with the Modern Minuteman, you know what I'm saying, on the Amin 2 mag, but I think a lot of you guys are going to say Amin 2, what? But I've actually had really good luck with the Amin 2 mags, personally, so there's that. But I mean, look at that mag. Tell me that's not freaking badass. Right, so that's GOA's Modern Minuteman Amin 2 mag. When we were designing these, I said it's super cool, but the only problem is when I have it inserted in a gun, you know, the top of his head's going to be cut off. You know what I mean? Well, most of his chest and everything, but, you know, whatever. But yeah, there you go. Let's see here. Getting a couple of more super chats. From Kryptonian, thanks for the super chat. Now that you're not at Classic, which armor plates and ballistic helmets do you recommend? Ceramic versus poly versus steel versus hybrids. So, all right, after testing the Guard Dog body armor as thoroughly as we did, how much shooting of that ceramic plate I did, the ceramic poly, like, I still run that. I still definitely have the level 4 plus Ridgebacks in my plate carrier right here. This is my JPC 2.0. I decided to switch over to this plate carrier. I wanted to try it. Let's be real. You hear so many good things about the JPC, right? Finally, I placed my order back in April for the A&A Tactical Cummerbund and the padded shoulder pads. Finally got it delivered like just last month. Took them forever, but I haven't done a lot of training with it to actually really give feedback on it just yet. But the A&A Tactical Cummerbund, guys, I cannot remember all the specifics. I'll have to go back through the order and when I do my like kit review to give you guys all the in-depth, you know, information. But with all that, I'm still running the Guard Dog body armor. I'm just running the JPC 2.0 with the Ace Tac SOP minimalist chest rig. What's cool about the chest rig, you can remove the harness and then it'll clip on right to your plate carrier of choice, right? So as long as it's set up with those. So it's super cool. Definitely a fan. The JPC 2.0 is what I'm running. It is super comfortable. That's that. All right. But yeah, no, I mean, like I said, I'm still running Guard Dog body armor. You know, call me poor or whatever, but the stuff's affordable and I shot the shit out of it and I trust it with my life. In fact, we never got him on the podcast. I wanted to, but they had somebody that was wearing one of their plates, a steel plate. He didn't have a spall liner because it was confiscated or something like that. Imagine that. They would confiscate the spall liner at the airport, but not the plate. Riddle me that. But if I'm remembering this accurately, the plate saved his life because he took an AK round to the chest. The spall got underneath his chin, but he had a bunch of minor bleeds, but none of it nicked anything vital, thankfully. So minor bleeds underneath the chin, took a round. It saved his life. I saw the photo of him at the hospital. Pretty crazy stuff. I think they said it was okay that I talk about this back then, so I'm assuming it's okay to talk about it now. And I was like, dude, I'd love to actually have him on the podcast. First of all, what's it like to get shot? You know, nothing I ever want to find out, but since you've been, right? I'm just kidding. That's dark humor. I'm sure the guy would have laughed, but I would not recommend still, period. If you're going to go still with a spall liner. But with that being said, there's a ceramic poly composite. That's the ceramic way is the way to go. Even still, after we shot it and everything, just watching, you know, that ceramic can become, I mean, it's it's a hard material, that can become like shrapnel as well. But the way the plates are built, and after shooting it with 308, everything, it's pretty impressive that the plate carrier and all kind of held everything together. And yeah, it doesn't send crap flying everywhere and all that type of stuff. It was pretty cool. So there you go. Thank you again, Kryptonian, for the super chat. Appreciate it, man. I Eat Robots, best LPVO and lower price range here. Okay. I know you said lower price range, but if we're talking LPVO, thanks. 100% tax. Good Lord, dude. You're in Brazil, right? Is that right? I can't remember I think that's right. But I know you said lower price range, but the EOTech Voodoos, LPVOs, all right, I'm just saying it, all right? Like, that glass, man. This is the EOTech Vita first focal plane Voodoo, 3.5 to 18. It is sexy, dude. Like, so good, okay? MRAD. And I would definitely just say just take a look at those. With that being said, when I ran that Swamp Fox Warhorse 1-6 out to 500 yards with the Long Ranger on Henry, I was super impressed. So, you know, like, there's that. So, just throwing that out there too. Other ones you can take a look at. Vortex has a great reputation. I've used Vortex a lot as well. So, you know, just there's a few. There's a few. All right. Let's see here. J954. How about 10 pounds bricks of tannerite with your logo and F the AFT on them? Rubber wristbands are cool. Speedo with your face on the ass, logo on the junk. Now we're talking. Can you recommend any intro budget thermal optics? AGM has the Rattler, I want to say, that I got to shoot during the bolt gun series, and that was super cool. John Lotz, how about an instructional video how to set up and adjust a plate carrier for those of us who never had? That would be super cool, right? John Latz, excuse me. But yeah, dude, yes, I have set up and adjusted a lot of plate carriers. At the end of it all, though, it's going to be a lot of Velcro, a lot of, well, it's sitting down here, so I need to tighten it up, right? You need to make sure that your front plate, by shortening this part, the shoulder straps, you shorten these because you want your front plate up here, just below the collarbone, right? Maybe even right at it, depending on where you're at. But you want to protect that thoracic area, everything that's vital, your heart, lungs, all that type of fun stuff, right? And it pretty much come down right to the bottom of your rib cage is where you want it. As far as your back goes, you want it not down here, right? You want it up higher. All right, like I said, you're protecting a lot of vitals. So if you have to squeeze your head in, you're probably doing it right. Right? So just throwing that out there. And of course you want it tight enough to where it's not, if you've got a sprint, run, whatever, move, it's not shifting all around on you, especially if you've got loaded mags and a bunch of other gear, stuff like that. But you don't want it so tight that you can't inhale. That's why I like elastic cummerbunds, because they are more form-fitting, but they expand when you breathe and inhale. So that really is nice when you're not constricted, especially once you start getting in those high-stress situations. You're training, you're working out, whatever it might be. You take a deep breath, and then you're restricted by your cummerbund, and then you start to sound like this. Yeah, that's not what you want, right? So a whole video on that for sure. Thank you, John. Appreciate it, man. James, thought I would buy you a drink. Cheers, brother. I got your six. Thank you, James. Appreciate that. I like your shadow box, too. That's cool, man. I can't see exactly what rank you were in the Air Force, as far as I can tell, or whom's that might be, because I see the folded flag now too, like, hello. Well, anyway, whoever it is, I appreciate their service. That's a badass shadow box. Thank you, James. Appreciate it. All right, let me hop back on over here really quick. For those of you that might be joining too, The announcement is magdumpmerch.store is now open, or you can just scan the QR code that you see right there. I'm pointing in the right direction now. So there you have it. You know, basic stuff right now, hats, some mugs, some patches, some fun little shirts with the rooster. More stuff is definitely coming. Kelsey is sending, you know, little sneak peeks about what's to come. So you guys take a look. Oh, also the Sig Tango MSR. I forgot. I have one sitting over there on my one of my rifles. And yeah, that's a great option as well. JP, what's your favorite duty-sized polymer pistol? Sorry, my Glock was tilted. YouTube better not. That was just off the cuff. Sorry, YouTube. Don't cancel me, bro. But my Sig 320 custom works. That is an X-carry. X-carry module or frame. Sorry, and grip module. And yeah, I love that gun. It's my favorite striker fired pistol. When it comes to like my favorite hammer fired pistol, that is a lot more difficult. I've got my Sig Legion 226 Legion behind me. Off camera, I've got my FNX 45 Tactical, and then I do have what is going to top the charts, my Bull Armory. That guy right there, right? That SAS2 TAC. Full review coming out very, very soon. Okay, so there you go. Chris. Oh, you got it. That's awesome. Chris won the merch giveaway first go around, and you got it, dude. That's great, man. That's awesome. I'm glad you're liking it, man. Appreciate you. Thanks, dude. Yeah, dude. Send in some like photos or whatever of you wearing the stuff, dude. That's awesome, man. Thank you. You can send it over to the magdumpmafia@gmail.com, man. Thank you, guys. All right, let's see. Phil, if I had to pick what caliber would I select for service, it's going to be 9mm. 9mm has evolved and developed now in loads that are very capable. It's lighter than 45 ACP, which would be obviously my next choice. You can suppress it reliably now, and you can carry more of it. You know, I've got capacity on my side and size on my side. So if I wanted to run, you know, either one of these that have 20 plus rounds, I can do that in a comfortable size. If I wanted to run 20 plus rounds on a 45, it's heavy, it's bulky. You know, these guys, a lot easier to carry, right? It's going to be 9mm. All right. Let's see here. So how many yards would you guys stretch comfortably with the Sig Tango MSR 1-6? Well, that will depend. I'm assuming a 5.56 gun. We're talking barrel length. We're talking what round are you shooting? Let's say if I want to go for effective distance out of a 20-inch 5.56 gun with like a 1-8 twist with the IWI 77 grain and then a 6 power a six times optics, like dude, you can at that point you will be beyond the effective capabilities of the round itself, right? If I've got perfect weather, no wind on a flat range or even a tailwind, you're getting 1,000 yards, dude. Like, no doubt. 1,000 yards with a 5.56 gun, 1-6. Like, depending on your target size too. Keep in mind, you know, you can, I've seen it done. I've done it personally. You can effectively engage a target, a man-sized target at 500 yards with no magnification, with iron sights. I've done it, right? Went to boot camp in 2011, right? We were still on iron sights. Not saying that like we're better or anything like that. We are, obviously. But if you throw 6 times magnification, depending on your target, it really comes down to you. Now, that leads to follow-up comfortably. Comfortably, shit, dude. My 14.5 M4A1, obviously much shorter. Throw a 1-6 on there, suppressed, with that 77 grain open tip match. Comfortably? Shit, comfortably 100 yards all day, right? But I would be very comfortable taking that out to 600 yards. Super comfortable. And I'll leave it at that. You guys can throw in on that one if you want. All right. E7. Thank you, James. Appreciate it. Hopefully I'll be there soon. Let's see here. Let me actually scroll down really quick because I want to see what some of you guys are talking about as far as the 1 to 6 goes. Swamp Fox, Warhorse Eats, Marino 621. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, you know. A 2x12 works great. Thanks, Clint. Super helpful. Yes, 5.56 was thinking more. 10 and 5 to 12.5. Suppressed, but overall super helpful. That's good. 1 to 6 on a 10.5 might be a little bit of an overkill, personally. On a 12.5, yeah, even still. But it's fine. It's ultimately, what are you going to be doing with it, right? With that type of capability, I'd stretch it to the longer side. I'd go 12.5, 1 to 6, yes, suppressed. You know, get a decent trigger in there as well. You'll have a pretty sweet shooter. There you go. 9-hole took their 14.5 URGI to 750 yards. That's what I'm saying. And that's a 14.5, right? So, there you go. Trajectory, am I right? Just lob that round down there. You'll make contact eventually. Accuracy through volume. Can I get a cheers? All right. Mark Gray and Mary Beth. Hey, Clint, I know you said that you have plus size. How big would you go up with my wife? Is a 5X. Thanks, Clint. So I only went up to 2XL, but I can also... This was only a first run, all right? Second run, I'm going to have more stuff. Third run, more stuff. So don't you worry, all right? Thank you. Appreciate it, man. All my AR-15s are primary arms, everything. J954, vouching for primary arms, obviously. Or if he's not, he just wants to waste his money, I guess. But I'm assuming if he keeps buying primary arms, he's happy with it. Jessica Simp, good to see you, bro. Do you know Mr. Henry Chan of 9-Hole Review served in the United States Army in the early to mid-2010s and is a captain rank like Captain Price of God? I think a captain rank is a captain rank. I got it. Unless you're in the Navy, then everything's back asswards. But I do not know Mr. Henry Chan. I would love to get to know him because I really enjoy 9-Hole Reviews. Trigger Tech versus Timney. I've got more experience with Timney. Trigger Tech. I know I've shot something with Trigger Tech. The reason Timney sticks out more in my mind right now is because my Remington 700 Alpha 1 Hunter with my Wooks chassis, this beauty right here, boop, it comes from the factory with that Timney trigger that is... I don't know if y'all know this. I just recently got into bolt guns. Big shout out to Wooks. I'm going to be doing my bolt gun series, starting that up very soon. And I love that rifle. Like, I love that rifle, guys. So, there you have it. And Olive is coming in with a spicy take. Geisley triggers all day. If I look, I've got a Geisley trigger in the Mark 18, Geisley trigger in my DD Mark 12. I actually still have the factory trigger in the M4A1. Not for any specific reason. I just haven't taken the time to drop a Geisley in it. But I'd probably drop a Geisley in it. So, there you go. Thank you, Olive. Appreciate it. Super chat from Shalom Gibbs, 766er. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, dude. You guys are the best. Appreciate all the support. Y'all are freaking awesome. Trigger Tech is nice for the price, Caleb says. So I'm assuming Caleb has got some personal experience there. Tanner, he's loving his Timney triggers, you know, so there you go. It's a 308. I decided I wanted to go 308. I like 6.5. I think 6.5 might even be a superior cartridge, depending on what you're doing. But I went with 308 because... guess what I have laying around? 308. Guess what I don't have laying around? 6.5 Creedmoor. I have more guns chambered in 308. I don't feel like stocking another caliber that I don't own a gun in that chambering with, right? I've got my Arrow AR-10. I've got my Palmetto State Arms, Super SAS, chambered in 308. I've got my FAL chambered in 308. I'm like, it just makes sense to keep with 308 for now. I might go 6.5 at some point. All right. But there you go. Let's see. Bobby Berry is right. Keep an eye on PSA's website around holidays. Speaking of PSA, where's Rob? I'm sure he's over there glitching out right now. Jessica, about Mr. Heentrans' favorite guns. HK PSG-1. Awesome. SOCOM Mark 12 SPR. Awesome. HK MP5. Awesome. M16A2. Yeah. If we were to have like a top 5 fight. Yeah. Let's see here. Brandon, just an update on my M1A. Getting the Huxworks Ventamin process to get her suppressed. No, I'm not selling my gun to you, Clint. Dude, that thing was hot, man. That thing, I'm not selling. Got it. Yeah. 3.0 hate just works. Yes, it does. But yeah, dude, that M1A that Brandon showed, like I said, I sold my M1A to a buddy of mine years ago, and I need to reach out to him to see how he's doing and see if he'd like to sell it back to me, because I do miss that rifle. Had it suppressed too, had the Schuster adjustable gas block on it, had it, adjusted just perfect, timed just right, Ugh. God, that gun was so much fun. I need another M1A. I think actually I'll reach out to why can I not think of it? You guys know who I'm talking about. The manufacturer of M14s. Why am I drawing a blank on this? Y'all help me out here. M14s. We did the entire giveaway for the Shughart build. No, not Springfield. Fulton. Thank you. Appreciate that. Not Springfield. Springfield's M1A. I'm talking M14 now. But Fulton Armory. Yeah, Fulton Armory. If I could get one of their EBR builds, whew, yeah, that's goals one day. All right. But yeah, coming back up, somebody was complimenting the PSA Saber line is legit from J954. And if you look behind me, you'll see a PSA Saber Mark 12. That one, which it's pretty legit. My only complaint about that is the A2 buttstock on it seems a little, dare I say, cheap. But everything else, it's pretty freaking sweet. So, just throwing that out there, all right? All right, continuing on over here. Michael's wanting to know what my opinions are on the FN 509 Tactical. So, the gun as a whole is fantastic. My biggest gripe with the 509 Tactical was the trigger on it. Very gritty. I didn't think it had a smooth trigger. FN, actually, when I saw them at SHOT Show last year, not this past year, I think last year, they welcomed me into their booth and said, hey, you know how you pretty much said our trigger was a piece of shit? And I was like, yes. It's like, fill it now in the 510 and the 545, and it is super crisp. And I think that's the route they went with their later 509s. So if they did that, then they made a really solid gun. All right, really solid. So there you go. Tanner, High Point, you're so funny. Tell Alexis I said hey. You're a goober. Keith said, put together a few PSA and Anderson rifles, pistols. Solid. Get out there, build. Get out there and build them. You sold me on the DM4A1, the all brown model. Nice. Did you go with the R3 or just a standard M4A1? Either way, you're getting a solid rifle. But the R3, they did a great job with making that a mid-length gas system instead of a carbine length system. So it's not as overgassed that Daniel Defense is known for. But you're going to like that gun. You're just mad reliable. Mad reliable. Tanner says he loves his 509 tactical. Tanner, did you do any type of upgrades to the trigger or anything? Let me know. Are the drop-in triggers for AKs worth it? Yeah, so ALG. ALG makes a fantastic trigger for the AK platform. That's what I have in the Meridian Defense Pestilence. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Absolutely, hands down, one of the best. Love it. Let's see here. That's why SOP Mod Enhance exists. A2 stock sucks. The A2 stock in general, I don't mind. You know, it does its job. It's a whole vibe. You know, the M16A4, right? But yeah. Let's see here. Found out about the R3 after the purchase. Unfortunately, that's okay. You're still getting a solid rifle at the end of the day, especially with the RIS-2 rail. I pretty much have the same thing in the Mark 18, except it's a 10.3 inch barrel, not a 14.5. So, and you guys know how much I love this gun, right? It's going to run. You've got one of the most reliable rifles. You won't kill it, dude. You won't kill it. And it's accurate. So there you go. You did good, Matt. Don't worry about it. Let's see here. Why does the Beretta APX A1 get no love? Because it's ugly. I think they shoot good. It's just I look at them and I'm like, it's not for me. I actually... Yeah, I look at the PX4 Storm too, and I'm like, it's just a lot, you know. That's just me though. That's just me. You touched that AK Strike 2. I pointed. I don't think I actually touched it. You know, camera angles and stuff, right? So, yeah. Anyway, what do you think about the AK, the Crink in 300 Blackout? Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's really cool. How hard is it to get an AK guy? AK, extremely hard. I've handled the MR920, really liked it. Same with the PDPs. So the Shadow Systems MR920 is a pretty solid pistol. I do like them. The Walther PDPs at the end of the day, if you're going to do like either or, that PDP is something. It's not, and I'm not, you know, I don't mean to sound like all this bad, but you're not getting a clone of another gun at the end of the day. You're getting a Walther PDP, you know. Just throwing it out there. But I will say the Shadow Systems MR series also pretty solid. So there you go. Lightsaber is 100 caliber. Yeah, I figured a few of you guys would like that. Meridian Pestilence is a sweet AK. They did a great job on the combo block. Yes, I absolutely love it quite a bit. Put an ALG trigger in my AK when I built it. It is awesome. Paulie agrees, and I'm just throwing it out there. It's an excellent trigger if you're looking for AK triggers, all right? James is saying the McLean Sling is still your top choice. So the McLean Core Sling, understand, I have top choices for different applications. For the Mark 18, yes, the McLean Core Sling is one that I would prefer to go with. For something like my M4A1 and my Mark 12, no, I'm going to be running probably the Tech 10 sling or a Blue Force Gear sling, right? Those are typically what I would prefer for larger platforms. The McLean Core Sling, Neil, love him, by the way, awesome dude. Sorry, my mind... This is what happens with ADHD. We talked about Neil. I sent him a wedding invite. So, yeah, he got back to me. He told me he got it. All right. Anyway, RSVP Neil. So, anyway, the McLean Core Sling is great for more compact weapons and things like that in my mind, because at the end of the day, it is ultimately a single point sling. But what I love about it, and I'm not a huge fan of single point slings, but I do like the liberty that they give you. But what I like about the McLean Core is you have an administrative carry option with it. So you have this little clasp or a clip that can hook onto a loop or something like that, you know, at the front of the gun. You can make it with the sling attachments. I think Magpul makes one. But anyway, it's just a little loop that I have at the front of the gun. unclip that, and now you're able to rock and roll. But what's great about it is you can clip it back, all really easy to do, and it's stowed nice and tight to the body. You can throw it on your back, whatever. Because the downside to single points are they just hang, and then they're just all over the place. And if you got to run or something, you always got to have your hand on the gun, right? Which, again, not a big deal, but with like one of my 2-point slings, I can cinch it up nice and tight and then book it, right? With the McLean Core single point, I get the liberty that a single point provides, the ergonomics and maneuverability, but now I can clip it and I can go hands-on or do whatever I got to do. Picking up what I'm saying? So, like I said, different applications, that's that. Thank you for reminding me, because I'm going to go ahead and start winding down, so I'm going to want to go ahead and get this done. SLR makes some of the front loops for slings as well, so there, that helps also. QD loops also works and releases nice. Thank you, Tanner. Tanner's over here just, got the experience with everything. I should just have Tanner on the channel. Hey, dude, what do you think about this? I know you've shot it, or you probably have it. In all seriousness, though, it'd be kind of cool. Move closer, dude. Let's see here. Have you tried a Warrior Poet sling? Yes, I did that with the... Yes, and it is good, but I haven't worked with one recently, so it's not fresh in my mind. But just about anything that John Lovell puts his name on, it's going to be good, right? This dude's not going to sell you bullshit. So there you go. Warrior Poet sing sucks. It's bungee. Oh, well, that's funny. I actually kind of like the bungees, so, they kind of do well. But it depends on, again, the application, right? Don't know what this is in reference to, but I'll read it anyway. George, I'd say the best barrel under a 16-inch with a suppressor depends on the caliber selection and your area, and longer cans can sometimes have lower decibels, but shorter cans may not always have as much. Yes. Pat speaks good information, so George, listen to Pat. There we go. Just use goon tape for the admin retention. Once, but also goon tape is fire. I love goon tape. Goon tape, goon tape, goon tape. Well, I thought I had more, but yeah. Let's see here. Don't threaten me with the good time. Moving to more trees and animals and hiking and camping. There's a lot of that here. There's also a lot of snow coming up very, very soon, which, all right, some of you guys from New England, I will get to the patch giveaway here in just a moment, but some of you guys that have lived in New England or just up north, this isn't going to come to us like as big of a surprise as it was to me. Last year, my first winter in New Hampshire, we have a lot of lakes up here. I'm driving by one of the lakes, completely frozen. And before I moved up here, I've never seen a completely frozen lake before. It blew my mind. I was like, wow. I remember that was water a couple months ago. Now it's ice. And then there were people on the frozen ice. That wasn't the shocking part. It was the people with their trucks on the frozen lake with tents and campers, or not really like a camper. That'd be probably too much weight, but with tents and their ice fishing. I was like, dude, that is badass. I want to do that. I want to drive my 4Runner on a frozen lake. But knowing my luck, it'd probably turn into a submarine really quick. And last time I checked, the Japanese don't make great submarines. I don't know. But anyway, but yeah, the ice fishing, I thought that was so cool. So if you like the outdoors and stuff, Mount Washington isn't far. I mean, nothing in New Hampshire, if you're in New Hampshire, is far. It's not a big state. But I'm not far from Monadnock Mountain, obviously, or Mount Monadnock, because Monadnock Firearms, I'm always there. We're in the Monadnock region. And I didn't know this until I moved up here, that Mount Monadnock is the most popular, most hiked mountain, like, in North America. And is, like, in the top 3, I think, of the world, which is pretty cool. And also makes sense because Boston and New York aren't too far. So all those city type want to get out and go experience the stuff called fresh air. They can go to that mountain and hike it. So there you go. But yeah, I'm just saying it's a good time out here. And for those of you that don't know, New Hampshire, like the best gun laws in the country for now. So we got to keep fighting for that. has been voted the freest state in the country. In fact, one of our representatives has pretty much came out and said that we need to move the Statue of Liberty from New York, which was voted the least free state in the Union. We need to move the Statue of Liberty to the most free state. Just makes sense, you know, on the little bit of coast that we have. So, yeah, New Hampshire's pretty sweet. And we need more people up here that want to keep it free. So, there you go. All right. Oh, there is a view tax. There's no income tax. There's no sales tax, but they'll get you on the property tax because Caesar will always get his. Oh, man, that's funny. All right. And yes, we do have some communist neighbors. We're this little island of freedom up in New England, so come keep it free, all right? Oh, man. Yeah, I think Kelly's probably got my vote, too. All right, keep fighting. Can't wait to leave New Jersey. Get out of there, bro. Get out of there. Per you, Walther PDP Pro X over Canik TTI Combat. Yeah. Yeah, Look, I don't have a lot of experience with the Canik TTI Combat personally, but that Walther PDP Pro X, like, guys. All right? Just throwing that out there. And yes, every state should be as free. Okay, let's go ahead and let's knock out this on one of my We the People bookmarks, which I'm thinking about like signing these and including them with the Pocket Constitution and Declaration of Independence on one of the tiers for the Patreon. For this guy, let's I'm looking for a pen. Son of a bitch. Why do I do this? I have all this. Oh, here we go. There we go. Thank you. Right in the rain. Okay. I got to keep in mind you guys can see what I'm writing. All right. So whoever guesses perfect. Whoever guesses, I can't make it too obscure, but whoever guesses a rifle that I'm thinking of first will get the patch giveaway, all right? And this is the rifle, making sure I'm not showing up. Okay. If you guys don't get it within the first couple minutes, I'll start throwing some hints. But I'll tell you right now, it's probably going to catch you all by surprise, okay? It is not the Mark 19. No, it is not the Mark 18. It is not the FAMAS. It is not one of my personal favorites, the FAL. It's not just Mac is a neighbor. Good guy. Well, that's pretty cool. It is not the Aero Precision Solus. It's not the Mark 12. It's not just Henry. It's a specific designation of a rifle, all right? Not the CAC SR-15, not the M4. Pat's headed in the right direction. Not the ML-18, not the M14, not the Ruger American, not the Beretta BM-59, though that's a really good guess too. Henry 4570, it is not, even though that's also a really good guess because that's like my favorite lever gun. Which, while we're talking about it, it breaks my heart to say, but you guys may have noticed I stripped everything off of my 4570. I'm going to break it. And that's all I'm going to say. Video coming out soon. SR-15, no. Mark 18, no. Zastava, no. 1854, no. M1A, no. Henry 22, no. DDR, no. FAL, no. M1A, no. I want to go down in line because I want to see Car 98. No. M14A1, no. LWRC, no. Also a really good guess because, you know, it's right there. It is a rifle. Tavor, no. You guys are thinking, most of you are thinking way too new. All right. M4A1, no. Scar H, no. Mark 18, no. Mosin, no. Sig Spear, no. Mark 18, no. DDV7, no. Another hint, it's not on the wall. It's not on the wall. Even though it really should be because it's a beautiful rifle. but it's not on the wall. Sadly, I don't know the rifle's on the wall well enough to even guess. It's not on the wall. So that's not the Honey Badger. So it's not, well, an AUG's not there anyway, but yeah. A Marlin 336, no. I'm just going to scroll. I'm just going to scroll. It's not an AK. It's not a boombox. It's not a 249. An M82A1 would be really cool, but no. Your newest lever gun, no. PSA something or other, no. Oh man, I might have you guys stumped on this one. 1903, no. But you're closer. 1919, no. But that's also a good guess. The gold Tommy gun from Classic, no. Let me just get topic of discussions. Clint, good afternoon. Again, I love this channel. Just bought a new Stag Arms Tactical AR-15. Can you please share your thoughts and opinion on that rifle or brand? Or anyone give me some feedback? It's solid. Stag makes some good stuff. I still have my Stag 3-gun competition over there. That is pretty freaking sweet. You did all right, my man. Let's see here. M134, no. AC556F, no. Also a good guess. LMT, no. Like I said, you guys are thinking too new. Okay. Daisy BB gun, that's funny. Nope, nope. Not an Arasaka. Nope. Not a Tavor 30 cal. Trench shotgun, that would be pretty cool. But no. Boom. D. Finish Mosin. Whoever puts the designation will get another set of patches. Whoever puts the actual designation in the chat. I'm looking. But D, you get it. Email Magdump Mafia. I'll send you out some patches. I just want to see if anybody actually puts the designation in the chat. STG-44, also good guess, because I want that gun. That's like a dream gun. So is the M1 Garand. So is the BAR. Let's see here. I just want to see, you know. Very good, Rob. High Point. Yeah, that's it. The High Point 995. The Lee Enfield SMLE. That's also really good, but no. Yeah, you got it, dude. No problem, man. Like I said, email. He also got the designation, the M39 Finish Mosin. I knew I was going to get you guys with something completely off the wall. There it is. Will that show up? There you go. M39. I'll send you this too. There you have it. The patch giveaway. Geo, I see you. Geo, if you place an order, let me know. I'll throw in something extra for you too. All right, there you go. All right, I think that's a fun way to go ahead and end it. But good game. I think these are pretty fun. We need to do more of these, right? Like this is cool. LL, I'm a BB babe. TV UG B and I'm TV UG B and oh. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, you having a stroke, bro, or you know, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Oh man. Oh look, I just got a text message from Ted Cruz. I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready for this election season to be over because these political texts are driving me nuts. Oh man. Anyway, Keith is saying giveaways are always fun. Gio's saying I'll place it now as we speak. Appreciate you. Thank you, dude. Appreciate you, man. We've got Roger That Tactical. Clint, I finally pulled the trigger and started my tactical company. Called it Roger That. The Tactical's super excited to be in the 2A space. I'll see you at SHOT Show this year. Awesome, man. Let's grab a drink together. That'd be awesome. All right. There you have it. Like I said, D, send me an email, magdumpmafia@gmail.com. I'll ship you a couple of patches, and I'll make sure that I'll keep all of that together. So I don't lose it or anything or whatever. But there you go. SHOT Show. So kicking off SHOT Show again is the Gundies. The Gundies Awards ceremony, which for the first time is open to the public, so that'll be a lot of fun. Tickets will go on sale soon, so just keep an eye out there. That starts SHOT Show off that Monday, January 20th. I'll probably be there a day or two before that. Beretta's going to have their range day I'm going to try to get out to. I'm assuming there's going to be a couple of other range days happening, so I'm going to definitely want to get out to those. So yeah, I'll be there and excited to see each and every one of you that can make it. SHOT Show lasts until that Friday. So there you have it, guys. I'm going to call it a night. No, my FAL does not have the carry handle, unfortunately. I know it's a whole vibe, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad because the setup I'm going to go for this is going to be a lot more. It's not, the carry handle isn't going to fit, right? It's not going to fit that aesthetic, but that's all right. Let's see here. John Latz, be well, sleep while and when you can. Yes, best to you and your family and bride-to-be. Thank you, John. Appreciate that. Again, everybody, shout out Kelsey in the comments. Tell her what a good job she did on the website. And thank you, guys. Appreciate you all. And I'm going to get to Brandon real quick, who won't sell me his M1A. Which gun are you currently sleeping with? Well, there's a few. In my Stop Box USA, this guy is usually what's sitting in there. I wish it was big enough to fit, like my 320, so that way I can have, well, it's big enough to fit the 320, but not the 320 with the suppressor, But with the kids walking around and everything, I want that security, and the Stop Box I have found to be ideal for that. I'll do a video on that too. Again, not sponsored. It's just I have found that they work really, really well. You don't have to rely on batteries. You don't have to worry about losing a key. It's a mechanical system, and it keeps kids out. That's my biggest concern. Right? So there you go. Rednet Dragon. There's a few call that polyarmory. Yes, my SIG Rattler LT, which is sitting right over there right now, it will be close by as well, because, And then, of course, my fiance, she has her 365 close by and a couple of others, her HK VP9, But, yeah, there you go. All right. Thank you, guys. It all looks great, Kelsey. Good work. I know she's going to appreciate seeing that later if she's not seeing it now. So thank you. And it is Kelsy, but, I won't hold it against you. All right. One more question here from I Am Shield 632. Question for all Clint. Is a 2011 a good pistol for a newbie? Or should I stay striker fired for now and do a 2011 when I gain more experience? Okay. I shouldn't say, and y'all can offer some input here, but as far as a 2011 being a good pistol for a newbie, depending on the model and things like that, it's going to be a great pistol for a newbie if that's what you want to consider yourself. It might be a little over the top initially. What I would recommend as a newbie, if it's in your budget, go for it. But here's where I want you. It's your wallet, but here's where I would prefer you spend some money, because 2011s aren't cheap, right? Granted, there are some Turkish 2011s that are coming out, which are a little bit more budget friendly, but I haven't had much experience with those. If you've got that kind of money to spend on a pistol, what I would prefer you do is go out there, buy a Glock 19, buy some ammo, and buy some classes. Get trained up with that. Basic gun, it's going to run well, it's going to be very reliable, it's going to do exactly what you want it to do. You'll have, hopefully, money left over even after ammo, gun, and classes for accessories. Primary accessory is going to be a holster. Next from there is up to you. I would recommend perhaps a red dot or a light or both. I could argue which one I would prefer to have. Personally, I'd probably go, if you're framing everything budget-wise, I'd probably go light and then red dot. I can do an entire video on that to kind of explain why, but the 2011 is a great pistol. It's a great design. I prefer the Bull Armory. It's not a 2011. It's a double stack 1911. And what makes it different from like a 2011, different magazines. 2011 mags have a reputation for not being as reliable. I think they may have overcome that in more recent years. But the Bull Armory utilizes its own magazine. from early days. They're out there, which is nice. But it's different in a 2011 because a 2011 has shorter slide rails. The rails on the frame that connect to the actual slide and slide assembly is the full length of the frame of the gun on the Bull Armory. So the way Bull Armory looks at that is you have less tension on tension on more surface area. You get what I'm saying? So there's that. And also those are cheaper than 2011s. All right, cool. But I hope that makes sense. Right? So also Kelsey rules. I like all the different spellings of the name. And that is exactly what I do. I put my thumb over the safety anytime I'm shooting something with an external safety. I grew up shooting 1911s. This exact 1911, actually, that is the gun I grew up shooting. That's the first pistol I ever shot. That one right there. Like, that gun, that rifle, that Remington 870 Wingmaster sitting right over there. First rifle, pistol, and shotgun I've ever shot. Those are all my father's that he left to me. And I got used to just shooting that, thumb over the safety, rocking it. You know what I'm saying? So, there you go. Brian, thank you for spelling your name right. Thank you as well for being here. Appreciate every last one of you. Caleb also brings up a really good point too. Try a few different guns. You might shoot a Glock and say this absolutely sucks. You might shoot a SIG 320 and say I absolutely like that. You know, you might shoot a Smith & Wesson M&P and say you love that. So there you go. Cheers to you as well, Keith. Appreciate every last one of you guys. I am signing off now. Jake Boxer says thank you as well to you, Kels, if you're watching. Tanner says yes. So there you go. All right. God bless you guys. Oh, that's a new one. Clint and that's good. That's good. Oh man, M&P Master Race. All right, I gotta quit reading these comments. Y'all gonna keep me on here. All right, hey, thank you guys again. Appreciate every last one of you for being here. Appreciate all of you guys and your support. Appreciate all of you that made purchases tonight on the store and just doing everything to help keep the channel running and support that. Help me afford nods one day, but mostly keep my guns loaded so that way I can keep making content. All right, God bless you guys. Cheers to you all, and I'll see you next time. Right here. Later, guys.